Welcome to the hot seat with Mr. White on Always Remember that all these stories is allegedly, so thanks for watching.
No, because it was all about me being sexy and rebuilding my self-esteem from when I was young. And I had guys tell me I was ugly, I was this, I was that. And
I had broken nose, black eyes, all that stuff.
Yeah, I've had broken noses, I've had, blood clots in my back, and I was losing myself. And that's what I want the people in the world to know, that I went through a lot, and I'm still trying to hold on.
She is a pioneer member of the female gangster rappers, talented, vicious, and utterly herself. Notorious for her flesh-bearing image and deeply explicit lyrics, rapper Lil' Kim shot to fame in the latter half of the 1990s. But behind her out-the-box image, the star, real name Kimberly Denise Jones, has struggled with a slew of tragedies right from her childhood through to adulthood. Candidly opening up about her struggles with coming from a broken home, she revealed stunning details about her teen years and enduring a violent relationship with her father. In a past heart-wrenching interview, the iconic rap sensation revealed her astonishing struggle with homelessness that started at the tender age of 8 years old. In her own poignant words, Lil' Kim shared her painful memories, recounting how she and her courageous mother, determined to escape the clutches of her father, found themselves without anywhere to live and seeking refuge in their car. Unbelievably, their only sanctuary during those dark days was the cramped confines of their car, where they would sleep together each night in the small confines. The back seat of their vehicle served as their humble abode, a constant reminder of the harshness life had dealt them. There was a time when my mother and I were living out of the trunk of her car, Lil' Kim says of the experience. We slept in the back seat. She later dealt with a second stint of homelessness when her father kicked her out of the house as a teen. Yet despite their troubled history, Lil' Kim's unwavering commitment to family led her to care for her estranged father when he battled Alzheimer's disease. Unfortunately, her troubled journey didn't end there.
I'm that bitch that they love to hate.
Stop playing
I'm
with
that
her.
bitch because I'm the great.
As she got older, men would tell her she wasn't pretty enough, including the ones she was dating. To this day, when someone says I'm cute, I can't see it, she confessed. I don't see it no matter what anybody says. Thankfully, the New York native found some power within her rap persona, which she described as being a character I used to sell my records. She once said that getting to look like a movie star in expensive clothes helped her to deal with her low self-esteem, but it didn't fix the issue. I think doing photo shoots and seeing all the people respond to me has helped, she said, but I still don't see what they see. That's how her plastic surgery saga began. In a past interview, Kim suggested that the way she'd been mistreated by men had directly led to her need for cosmetic procedures, stating that boyfriends always cheated on her with European-looking women. Being betrayed by these women subsequently left her feeling like she couldn't compete and that being a regular black girl wasn't good enough.
I did already, and then after that, it was broke again, so I had to
So you had
fix
to
it
go
again.
again. So that was an unplanned surgery.
Yeah, it was. That's why my go to the side.
However, a few years later, the former junior mafia member appeared to have changed her reasoning for getting plastic surgery. Though the Big Mama Thang rapper admitted during a 2005 interview with Hot 97's Angie Martinez that she was excessive with some procedures, Kim also denied that she did it because of low self-esteem. The rapper sadly confirmed, however, that one particular surgery performed on her nose was done after a weird ex-boyfriend attacked her and broke it. Aside from that one necessary fix, Kim reasoned that she was purposefully striving to achieve a certain beauty standard for herself, and it may have been an impossible one. I think I did it because I was a little too vain at the time, she said. I was trying to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist. Whatever the reason for Kim's continued surgeries, there's no denying that it really isn't anybody else's business but hers. As she would later reveal at the end of the day, it was to make me look the way I wanted to look. It's my body. Speaking to the Washington Post, Kim once admitted that most of the things she talks about in her lyrics are true, and while they may sometimes be harrowing to hear, she was well aware that many other women could identify with her experiences. I talk about the things that women have gone through that they don't think I've gone through, she said, referencing some of her heartbreaking romantic agonies and dangerous life experiences as examples.
I was. Everybody was messing with me, man.
Given her position as the OG queen bee of 90s hip-hop, she of the nastiest, boldest verses, Lil' Kim has always given the impression of being a confident woman, impervious to insecurity. Though the hardcore MC knows how to front, she's also suffered from chronic self-esteem issues her entire life, stemming from various unfortunate events dotting her life. "I fought a lot on the streets because I had to," Kim once told the Los Angeles Times. "When you're on the streets, people feel like they can do anything to you because you've got nothing and don't have anybody." She may have learned how to fight to ensure her safety on the streets, but she'd sadly continue to suffer, even when she found more stability. Aged just 17, Kim's living situation would lead to her being discovered by Biggie Smalls, and the legendary rapper, better known as the Notorious Big, was to become her friend and lover. The relationship, though fruitful for the young artist in many ways, wasn't the healthiest. In 2017, legendary music producer Jermaine Dupri even alleged while in conversation with Drink Champs that Smalls pulled a gun on Kim during a recording session for the Usher song Just Like Me, which featured the female MC. Their relationship was reportedly so unstable that in 1996 she made the difficult decision to terminate a pregnancy when she discovered she was expecting Smalls' child. "I already knew the kind of relationship that Biggie..."
Pulled the strap out on her.
On Kim?
Yes.
And to lay the verse? Or just...
Just let her know he was a killer.
Oh my God.
and I had, she told the source, and I knew that having a child was something that couldn't take place. Hearing Kim speak of her former lover, it's clear she continues to hold a great deal of affection for the man despite the more troubling aspects of their romance. Then more tragedy would soon follow. In 1997, the young rapper suffered an irrevocable and shocking loss when Biggie Smalls was killed in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles. As the rapper recounted in interviews following the murder, Biggie's death impacted her in multiple ways. The hip-hop impresario and leader of Junior Mafia was Kim's lover, but he was also her friend and mentor and a key factor in helping to shape her success. Noting how it's not getting any easier to let go a year after his death, Kim told Rolling Stone she remained grateful for the gifts he shared with her. "Biggie easily accounts for 85% of my career," she said. Subsequently, the hip-hop star poured her grief into her second album and titled it The Notorious Kim in tribute to the late rapper. Working through heartache in an industry where prominent echoes of Biggie were everywhere proved to be more difficult for Kim than she'd anticipated. It forced her to grow up, and it also pushed her to evolve her practice from that of an artist to one of an entrepreneur.
He was different from and Ready to Die than Life After Death to me. He was a little bit more firm, you know what I mean? Because I guess he knew.
"Working on the album without Biggie was the hardest thing I ever had to do," she told the Los Angeles Times. "You can't imagine what I've gone through working on this album. I had to take on all the responsibilities that I never ever imagined. I just wanted to be an artist." And though Biggie undoubtedly helped with some aspects of Kim's career, her eventual breakout with the 1996 album Hardcore has people often questioning Kim's agency when it comes to her provocative persona. The new album meant her name was in everyone's mouth, and as it is common in the rap world, she soon picked up beef with other big names in the industry.
I don't think somebody should get killed before people realize that a change has to happen.
It was out.
For example, Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown have been engaged in a seemingly everlasting feud. As XXL noted, the two ferocious female MCs came from similar beginnings. The two briefly attended the same high school together, and their impressive debut albums were dropped within a week of one another. By all accounts, they seemed friendly, until they weren't. All of a sudden, they just weren't cool, Brown's cousin, music producer Clark Kent, told XXL about the mysterious fallout.
Come out being hardcore and looking like a female. You know, I was the first to do it.
Criticism subsequently bounded back and forth between the two in the form of several diss tracks, with Lil' Kim firing shots from songs like The Notorious Kim and Lil Cease's Play Around, and Brown sniping back with tracks like Capone and Noriega's Bang Bang. The rivalry culminated in an ugly gun battle between their respective entourages, which the New York Times suggested stemmed from a feud between the two. It all served to distract from the legacy of both artists, and sadly, such squabbles didn't end there.
Nicki Minaj.
I didn't even know who was who. Oh,
I'm sorry, no, She's wearing a Little Red Riding Hood outfit.
Oh.
Enter Nicki Minaj and her array of suspiciously Kim-esque looks. Reportedly, Kim accused Minaj of swiping her image and artwork for her own, an allegation that was hard to argue against when Kim shared some visual receipts on Twitter. Minaj appeared to diss Kim on the track Roman's Revenge, and Kim maturely retaliated with some artwork appearing to depict Minaj's decapitated head. Women fighting other women still make great banks, it seems. And there is one thing we almost forgot. The rapper spent some time in jail. In 2005, Kim's life took a turn when she was sentenced to a year and 1 day in jail for committing perjury. The rapper was fined $50,000 and sentenced to federal time. She was convicted of lying to a grand jury to protect friends involved in a 2001 shootout outside a Manhattan radio station. Considering she was eligible for 20 years, she got off lightly. She was released after serving 366 days. But despite her shortcomings, Lil' Kim still enjoys a massive fan base across the globe. One recently took to Twitter writing, "It's insane how a certain person stole the whole flow, looks, and idea of Black Barbie, and no one's talking about it. World owe Lil' Kim apology." With another posting, "Lil' Kim really needs to start her own masterclass of how a female rapper should present herself on stage regarding stage presentation, because Kim has always been the best live female rap stage performer." And there you have it, the tragic story of Lil' Kim. But before we go, tell us, what's your favorite Lil' Kim song? Let us know in the comment section below. And that's it from us today. Until next time, thank you for watching.